feels damn good, man, if you're BLG. A 1-0 start against Invictus Gaming as we partner over Shanghai. This is the LPL English, and this is BLG making a statement. Welcome back to the LPL. My name is TheShy, this is Preacher, and we're set up for what we said, you know, the potential upset of BLG.
Man, forget about us. That was the BLG show in game number 1 because they popped off.
And who popped off the most, Preacher, from minute 1 all the way to the end? Meteor, our MVP.
Yeah.
Wow.
Get him up. There it is.
That Gragas, 22%. The music broke. That's how good he was.
I mean, he was MVP for a good reason. Not only did he have gold at the end, these numbers don't quite show how much of an impact he had because he even stole a Baron away from IG at the very last second. He did everything inside of that game.
And I mean, this is the professional ping pong player who's 18 years old, who entered the LPL. This is his rookie year, and he's playing like this.
Count it with me, Hysterics, the amount of times that he actually kills TheShy in top lane. He comes over for this. Very nice re-engage, but here's TheShy. Yep. Gets one for himself.
This is his first double kill,
Of course. Yep. Sees Ning over on the side.
Yeah.
Nice. We're just rolling out the red carpet for Meteor over and over again.
Here we go.
Oh, is that TheShy?
Yeah,
that's a kill for me, of course. Another one over. And look, he just kept on making that impact over and over for his entire team. I mean, pretty much he even assassinated Rookie on the LeBlanc himself. Yeah, he was
And then he comes back in again. Look at that cast. This man was legendary.
Yeah.
That's number 5. And we got more.
Oh, boy. We're just going to keep it going.
And it's all TheShy.
We are not stopping.
Oh, it's TheShy.
Feel for him. He has a family.
He's 1 and 4 at the moment. All right, here we go, Preacher. Here we go again.
This is actually a very good fight that was instigated by XinMo.
That was a sick cast.
Yeah, it was great. And more importantly, watch, nobody gets hit by TheShy's ultimate. It was not a TheShy game.
Yeah, it really wasn't, but it was a Meteor game. The highlight reel, as it were, is all about Meteor. I like this play in particular because he circles around to the other side in case IG are getting out here. And you look at the positioning, you're like, oh, he gets another double, right? But he cemented the game, he started it off, and BLG, Jinjiao finished it off.
Very smart play as well. As soon as he recognized the one place on the map that he could kill without any retribution was topside, he just kept on focusing it. And take a look, even his impact in the later part of the game, Ning effectively didn't have an opportunity to use his ultimate.
Third ult of the game, and I mean, look, do much.
It worked, but hey, it only worked for so long, and then you just get killed anyway, and BLG just came out ahead.
1 and 8. That's how TheShy finished. 1 and 8. BLG bullied him, pushed him behind. It was a constant tent setup there for BLG. I love the draft. I love the setup here. The composition just makes so much sense, and it's. I said at the start of the draft, this is a very BLG style draft. Yep. It's not. The old BLG would be the Azir. It would be a safe top laner. It would be that scaling game that might look for skirmishes, but ultimately he's looking for late game play.
Yeah, you would also look to something like a Sion and a Poppy on the top side, but instead
potentially.
the Aatrox.
But the point is, right, that for BLG playing very proactive in that early game, counteracted IG, kept them down. Yep. And there was nothing Ning could do when he wasn't playing that well anyway.
And it was a shift of focus as well. As soon as they knew that the Gragas was the point of focus, they just said, all right, if this guy can get some kills, let's give this guy even more credit. And look, he was up ahead in terms of levels on Ning as well, to the point where that Baron wasn't really a steal, because you saw the panic smite that came down from Ning, a level down, 64 HP on the Baron. He had to do it, or else it was going to be a smite anyway, lost it in the end.
I mean, the steal was exceptional. I feel like that's the one replay we should have shown, and that is my fault. But the steal from Meteor, the 64 HP Baron steal, is what pulled them back in that game. And from there, BLG were up all the way. It didn't stop.
Yep. Because they really knew how to hold on to their advantage. So in game number 2, a few things that IG need to switch up. First of all, get rid of that Kindred, especially into the Gragas. Do not like it. Ning goes back onto something standard, like for instance the Jarvan. And number 2, just be more cognizant of where the enemy jungler is at all times. I mean, it's easy to say in game number 1 when Meteor is the MVP of it and he got so many kills by himself. But at the end of the day, if you stop him from influencing your lanes, your lane kingdom can continue.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, at the end of the day, Meteor picking up Gragas, right, was a big one. I picked that as Risen in priority. Ning back on the Jarvan, either Rek'Sai, Sejuani. Those picks were available. It wasn't taken away from Ning. He opted in for the Kindred. So there's a lot of questions going around. A lot of questions about IG. Remember, into this matchup, we said they're so close in standings. BLG actually have the game advantage over IG right now. But Invictus Gaming, there are questions. because of their loss against WE and their inconsistencies throughout this whole split.
Yeah, you can't ever count them out because, of course, we just have to see how Ning performs. It's either a Ning game or it isn't. Game number one was not.
What I'm saying
number
is
two.
the inconsistencies of IG.
Yes.
This game one lined up perfectly, right?
Yeah.
And so now there's a very big concern that, yes, the stats support IG going to a game 3, and that's my expectation. But what if? What if it's IG once again not playing to their form and BLG playing this well, take them over in 2-0 fashion?
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm worried about. I mean, BLG are in a really prime position to do so. They're up ahead in terms of IG, even if on a technicality, and they've been known to play up against teams that are standing below them in the ladder. And look, the way that they absolutely crush IG, especially because of that 50-50 early game where it went heavily towards BLG, I'm expecting them to do it again.
Coming back to your point as well, remember that yes, it has gone to a game 3. Yes, that IG, their ability to surprise Ning have like a great game back from a horrible game. So TheShy can do that as well. I expect there to be a lot of changing in the draft for IG. That, Rookie's LeBlanc was great, but we never saw it go any further than the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, I like to see the bottom part of the map, right? Because you got LeBlanc, she can assassinate her own lane in the Corki, she can assassinate the bottom lane as well. Unfortunately, it didn't get executed because the enemy jungler was so damn ahead inside of that game. But look, if there wasn't anything to actually interfere with Rookie, it could have gone a completely different way. So LeBlanc in mid as a counter to Corki, good. LeBlanc in general against that bottom lane, good as well. I just want to see how the top lane can be different.
And there's another play there that I kind of forgot to mention, that the early game LeBlanc ganked towards the bottom side that went for a 1-for-1 trade was well negated by BLG. It was XinMo and Jinjiao on the Xayah Rakan that actually held against the pressure from IG that were dived multiple times and came out the other end okay. So
it was a solid bot lane as well, and that's the difference between BLG and IG as well. IG's bottom lane don't get that much focus, even in the draft phase, because you see a Varus and Tahm Kench great for poking, but you don't really have the all-in potential because nobody can really go forward inside of that lane. It's really more of a defensive lane, but you can see how that Xayah Rakan just bopped them.
JakeyLove was set up though, so in the end of the day, lethal tempo Varus, he hit his 4 items. Like, that is a bigger window as any. That starts really at 2, where then he was, getting towards the late game where the Tahm Kench right beside him was great, but Baolan and JakeyLove, the rest of IG were faltering. Baolan was taking the hard hits, and there was nothing they could do in the end. So I don't think JakeyLove and Baolan really had that bad of a performance. I think the rest of IG caving around them made them cave in.
No, not at all. And for like the majority of the game, even before the end of the Nexus exploding, you saw that JakeyLove had an almost flawless scoreline as well. But how exactly do you counter the Varus who's that far ahead? Just don't play towards him. Focus on TheShy every single time. Looks like it worked out because that was like a 4-0 Varus. But if he can't actually be in any of the team fights, and if it's always a split push potential, it doesn't really matter how many kills he has.
Especially when you're fighting at a turret and TheShy's looking for a flank, Rookie's around the other side as well, and to get into that mid lane is so difficult. BLG negated that very well. Again, we talk about the vision stats where BLG have the second highest wards per minute in the league. IG number 16, which is dead last, sitting under 3 wards a minute. I mean, that is bad.
Yeah, and I guess it really didn't help the fact that Ning was on a champion that we haven't really seen him play too much of, and also the Kindred couldn't get into any of the lanes. I barely saw any early game impact onto that, so I think that's the last time that I'll harp on Ning. Just change the champion and let's see how he does.
Yeah, we'll see. We're about to get into the second game. I believe there's a delay. I'm not too sure about the details, but there we go. We're back on stage. We took an extra long pause in the back end as BLG coming back out on stage and looking towards the change-up. I was expecting to see something like the Poppy coming into this series for ADD, something like, Meteor's Sejuani, or we got the Gragas. That was fantastic. I actually couldn't ask for too much more from this man.
Yep, it's Derek's. There was an Aatrox open. When there's an Aatrox open, especially right now, you sort of have to pick it up. And ADD, even though he is known towards having a proficiency towards tanks, if he has to play an Aatrox, he's shown that he knows exactly how to. I mean, negating the early dive onto him in the early game means that at the very least that he knows how to play even without that.
I mean, here's the thing. ADD is an exceptional player, has a very big champion pool in the top lane, but this man plays Kled and Poppy so darn well. And I want to see it in this series, especially against TheShy. If the matchup changes at all, which I expect it to, I know that ADD could sit with TheShy comfortably in the 1v1.
Hey, which two champions got buffed on the recent patch? Was it Kled and also Poppy? Yeah, that's going to be a really great matchup for him. Look, the reason why I like the Aatrox in specific is because it would be rather difficult to play a Poppy or a Kled into a Nico. That one would be very volatile for him and could actually swing towards the other side. So if they want to play towards a similar playstyle, hedge TheShy into picking up the Nico once more because of the unique bans, then once again, you should go for something long range like the Aatrox.
Alright, we're about to get into pick a ban here for this second game though. One that for BLG would mean so much. We talked about their schedule a little bit before and how this for BLG would set them into playoffs. They finished in spring at 8-7. They did not make playoffs. 9 was the magic number. For BLG, if they win this, they have Rogue Warriors, LGD, and then RNG. You expect them to hit that 9 quite easily. And for them to even go towards 10 are high standings towards the summer playoffs.
That's it. We expect that it's going to be a hard run for both of these two teams when they face up against RNG. But the two other games that look relatively easy for them, one of these teams is going to more or less guaranteed a 9, and the other one's going to be a 10. So BLG definitely need to pick this one up. They are in prime position to do so after that game number 1. They definitely look like they have the ability to.
Yeah, momentum on their side, of course. For IG, what does this mean? Well, if they can't win this, yeah, one more game, says ADD, one more game. If IG can't bring this series back, they'll go down 7-5. They'll drop from 6th all the way down to 7th, I believe. Okay, it's not that far, but the point is, they have RNG next.
Hey, that's worrying.
LGD, Rogue Warriors. The maximum you'd expect, if they can't beat RNG, then they fall to like a 9.
And that's a tricky situation, right? Because you say, oh, LGD and RW for IG, that should be really easy. But no, they've been historically wish-washy when it came to matchups that are sided towards them. Just think about the V5 matchup when they actually lost it against V5. Anything could potentially happen. So points are absolutely of the essence for this team that has been so inconsistent.
Because remember, series, games, and then head-to-head. That's how we go through tiebreakers. That's how we decide the top 8. And IG, if they can't win this series, there's a big question to whether this team will make playoffs. Or rather, what capacity? Expectations are there. IG haven't hit them just yet as we go into Game 2, where BLG will try to do the impossible, defeat the world champions, and head towards 8-4.
And also take a 2-0 against IG. That is also unprecedented. Yeah. Immediately taking a look at the bans, one of the things that's changed up is, of course, Aatrox is taken off the map against ADD.
I like the Gragas takeaway from IG, though. That was a must ban against Meteor. BLG have changed the draft already with the first pick, Ezreal. IG, that's right, Olaf is available, and Ning's Olaf is grand.
Man, this is so fast, though. They know exactly what sort of comp they want to go for. It looks like early game brawl, especially around the top side of the map. So BLG need to plan this accordingly. They could go for something that can negate it on the top side. We've talked about ADD playing a lot of tanks. If you can negate the Nico from ever doing anything, then that's one less lane that Ning can gank.
Yeah, picking a jungler here, though, into Ning probably have to come through because unless you wait for the second phase, you've got the Tahm Kench, you've got the bottom lane set up here for BLG. And the Corki pick is taken away. Yeah,
not the biggest fan of the TK with the Ezreal, just because Ezreal is safe by himself. But that's still the direction they want to move to. Of course, you can go aggressive with the TK ultimate. So expect a very heavy engaged champion in the top lane that TK can bring along.
You're looking at the ultimate safe lane, right? So Tahm Kench Ezreal's always been a favorite.
I mean, you're never ganking that
lane. A super safe lane. Well, you'd be surprised as Ning will have a longer lane with the Kai'Sa picked up here for IG. Pick and ban's going so damn quick. Jarvan, Sejuani, the Rakan band away. We're not going to see the Lovers duo or even close in this game.
Yeah, a lot of things are actually going to be denied away from Meteor. Rek'Sai is still available, though. So that could be an early game.
Do you want to pick Rek'Sai into Olaf, excuse me? That is horrible.
Yeah, into the straight 1v1 is horrible, but when you take a look at how you can impact these lanes, once again going into the Shy's lane, or even Rookie, you'd have to imagine that he wants to pick up another assassin, maybe not necessarily LeBlanc in kind, could potentially work out because you have the early game.
Well, you got a mid lane pick to finish this one off unless Rookie takes the Nico in mid himself, but BLG, what are they going to do? We've seen the Nocturne out of Meteor before. This has been a niche pick that not many junglers are willing to pick up.
Oh boy, don't play with my heart.
I mean, there's a lot you can do here.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of this hover just because Trundle doesn't have anybody he can really steal stats from.
Makes it easier in the duel, taken away from the Olaf, who after 3 items probably go that direction. So.
Yeah, of course. You can always have the 1v1. Still, you tilt that towards Olaf's favor, but this doesn't look like a game in which the two junglers are going to be meeting head-to-head, just like the first game.
We'll see. BLG, this is going to be the last pickup, which is the top laner. ADD, I was excited to see something unique out of him. The cannon, I guess, is still there. You're running into the Nico. That also is a favorite, and the gangplank gets locked in.
So immediately you have to say that the bot lane is going to be the bridge for IG in the early game in order to get to that the power spikes of the gangplank and also the Corki. They need to very heavily focus around the Ezreal to make sure that he can survive lane, he can actually dominate lane, and he can start playing towards the turret plates.
IG pick up last. You see the gangplank, something like the Kled has been the response across the world, but maybe into the Corki, you pick up an 80 carry. Ooh. On the Lucian.
Hey!
Now, Knight has been the one to typically pick up this matchup, but Rookie on Lucian mid, that's a new one.
Yeah, so Rookie once again expanding his champion pool for 2019 summer. This is going to be a cracker of a game because, of course, into the Corki, you do have the all-in potential. And the greatest thing about the Lucian, Stead actually wants to look over to the top side. It's Stead, wow.
Hang on.
You called it.
Let's wait. Because Rookie, he could take this mid.
There's a reason why we've never seen Nico on Rookie, and that is because it's always gone to the Shy. However, still well within his wheelhouse. Wants to take it into a Corki. Not a particularly amazing matchup, might I say, but the Lucian into the gangplank is amazing.
Makes sense, really. And you can always be flexible around those lanes, but for Invictus Gaming, putting the Shy on Lucian, my lord, that is even more unique.
Yeah, exactly. We were going to ask when the next champion was going to come out for the Shy, and it looks as if it's right now. They want to take it because, of course, the double shot is really good into the barrels. You can always take that down, hitting it, and then your second one can either hit a creep or the enemy champion. So it's a great matchup for him.
So IG come out of the barrel with another unique composition. Come out of the barrel with a game, too, that with their lives on the line, they want to take the Lucian, they want to play through these lanes ever more so, and that's what IG, that's how they've played in the past. They played through winning lanes, snowballed from there, taken over the game. I expect this game to be the IG style of
Yeah, and look, honestly, I know that we're going to focus on top lane a lot, but mid lane is also important. Rookie doesn't have a chance to play Nico. Let's see how proficient he is on this champion.
It's Ning on Olaf, the early game structured, IG focused, looking for the recovery. If they lose this, so many more questions will be up in the air. So many new issues will be there with Invictus Gaming. Issues that we question from MSI that coming into summer make them look weak. BLG are on the verge of taking down the world champions of 2018.
Not too sure if they actually focus on the last series, if they know what happened to their beloved team.
The audience looks so guilty when they scream JakeyLove for like LGD.
Because everybody joins in.
I shouldn't do it, but I'm doing it. Yeah. Yes, you're right. LGD didn't perform too well over the last series, so I'm sure they'll get the memo pretty shortly. But into another game and into a fake Nico in the mid lane. That is TheShy, and that is Rookie, I should say. Dressed as TheShy, so it is, of course, Lucian going into the top lane with Gangplank giving a leash and heading there himself.
Even you got baited into believing that that was TheShy, and now we got to take a look at TheShy's matchup into ADD's Gangplank, because, of course, this Lucian is so strong. The one strongest thing about Lucian in pretty much every single role is that you could always go forward, and while you don't 100-0 the enemy champion, you force him to back at a very bad gold purchase. So if you could stop ADD from going back before his Sheen, all of a sudden, Gangplank can't actually trade back into you all lane.
Yeah, he should be able to have a good time up there. Rookie should get to that point himself. Of course, early levels, Kuro having the push with Phosphorus Bomb and Gatling Gun. Shy hits level 2, forces ADD back as well. So ability to play this lane quite slowly, punish ADD if he comes near this wave. As press the attack Lucian is just so easy up here. But there's a solo lane cemented. Now it's about Ning. what can Ning do in this early game? Because he had a terrible game 1, and now he's on his premier Olaf, which is one of the best in the league.
So there are 2 lanes that he can focus on, and that is mid and bottom lane. The reason why is because Rookie has locked down with his Q, and also IG's bottom lane can lock people down with Brom's passive. Both allow...
Wow. Kuro, good cleanse, but boy, is he almost dead.
Damn, that was so close. And once again, Kuro getting bullied out in a traditionally good matchup. He's showing why Corky might not be the best mid laner that is a catch-all. And right now, Rookie, we had questions for him just because Nico's usually played by TheShy, so doesn't have a lot of chances to get proficient on this champion. Looks like he's doing just fine.
Wants to see ADD get punished in lane in Pro View. That's what's happening there for BLG's top laner. Is that'll be available over on Doyu. Ning towards his top side now as well, but he's going to be spotted out by a well-placed ward from BLG towards the entrance in River. Meteor, the opposite side of the map.
Highly doubt that Ning's actually going to focus too much onto the top side. I mean, sure, he could take a look.
Well,
oh,
hang on,
man.
Preacher. He might, because even though I want to talk about Predator Trundle, ADD against the turret, Ning once again in position, but this time, there's no Gragas, there's no enemy jungler. Ning has him alone.
This is such a big wave. It's only finally crashing Hysterics, and now there's heal.
Undertow just needs to connect. The barrels come out. TheShy takes a bit of a hit. Ning here, the flash from ADD, but TheShy in response with first blood.
And Ning didn't even hit him, so in the end wasn't ultimately needed. Even Rookie moves up just to assist the rest of his lane. It was so volatile, and TheShy was actually taking the turret, but managed to get the damage down.
This time a great read, expecting the top lane not to be punished. ADD walks through, teleports back into lane, but Ning is still here, and teleport available for Lucian. You know ADD wants this.
Yeah, ADD, you better be safe.
Let's see, because Barrel's going to get hit. TheShy gets a couple of hits once again as a response, and ADD's now at half health with Ning nearby and has flash.
Yeah, and there's very little chance that ADD's actually going to be baited into this. He knows for certain that TheShy is going to be so healthy with his Vampiric Scepter.
Eats his orange, doesn't have his flash. Ning is so patient here, but if he stays too long, this is not going to be worth.
Yeah, Meteor's actually going to move up.
Oh, maybe Ning wants to take on the 2v2.
Oh.
Meteor going through try, doesn't know he's here. Predator's going to be popped.
Oh.
They're baiting him in. Ning hits level 5 off the wave as well. Meteor doesn't know. TheShy joins in and now he's dead. The long con pays off. And that was so well played.
3-minute wait for the Ning pays off in his
and we're not
favor.
even done. Flash burnt from Kuro in the mid lane. This is the Invictus gaming we were waiting for, as even the bottom lane is charging forward, looking to storm their lane. Ning still here. Leave him alone.
Oh, no.
He didn't do anything to you. This is like watching Pirates of the Caribbean 5. It's a disaster.
My lord, TheShy got hard camped in game number 1. Now the shoe's on the other foot, and he is doing so much work
He'll
with it.
burn in the bottom lane too. JakeyLove's taking on the 1v2. Pops Jinjiao to half health, takes some damage himself. Invictus gaming at full throttle.
Where do we start with this, Hysterics? First and foremost, there was such a good weight coming out from Ning, and he knew for some reason that Meteor was actually going to gank the top side. Eventually wait for the Predator, but in mid lane...
Pop Blossom through mid, looking for Kuro to be caught unawares. This is a 20 CS lead for Rookie, that he's forced out Kuro time and time again.
And this is a good transition to saying that Rookie is also outperforming on this Nico. And not a great matchup for the Nico, but still making it work. Locking down Kuro and hitting him with the W as well. Ultimate was a little bit whiff, but still, take a look at this, the discrepancy. Already, Kuro has barely any items in his inventory. Had to get a cull on his first
It's
back.
not the only one. There's 20 CS already in the top lane. Bottom lane's even. And IG win lane, win game mentality is back here in game 2 with a 2k gold lead at 6 minutes rather.
Yeah, and the greatest thing about the fact that you put Rookie onto a Nico is that you don't actually take Nico out of your composition. So that is the one way that they know how to play team fights. They're still going to have that option available at all times, just going to be on a different player. I love to see this, especially because the early game is so damn dominant from them.
Where does it go from here? The consistency for IG is always the thing in question, so if they can keep dominating lanes and you go, yep, we're probably going the distance once again. The Lucian still up in CS, still forcing away with Cutlass picked up here. ADD can't really trade off. And now they're just looking for a blue buff. That was theirs. rotating around his Battleland, matching the aggression.
Yeah, in the top lane, the healing is simply too strong for TheShy. There's no real way that ADD could trade back. Has actually managed to stay relatively healthy, although one too many backs does mean that he's going to be dropping down massively in CS. So still, you can see the lane advantage always going towards TheShy, and the fact that he can always force ADD back onto bad goal timings is punishing.
BLG walking towards Dragon. No, Predator's going to be used here by Meteor, who, again, we haven't had a chance to talk about it because it's been so active.
Yeah.
But BLG looking to contest the Mountain Dragon. Kuro finally got the shove off and can move too.
Yeah, however, everybody's collapsing,
Ning
especially Ning.
He flashes away. The Cannon Barrage finally comes on in as IG back away. Dragon didn't reset as well, but now it does.
Oh, no!
But doesn't matter. BLG have the numbers. They're going to get the Dragon, and that's a good tempered play off the team that was losing so much.
All right, but a Gangplank ultimate burned as well just to secure the Drake for themselves. In the end, get a Mountain Drake and an Infernal next one. Hysterics. They knew that this was your patented match of the day.
Ah, yes, of course it was. It's the match that keeps on giving as far as I'm concerned. And in Game 2, BLG giving something back. And that is an Infernal to the game. Will be my distinct pleasure. So bottom lane continues to erupt. Good trading back and forth, but JakeyLove winning out as ADD underneath the turret almost gets solo kill, but TheShy, 2 turrets, not the best as he's run out of mana.
Yeah, and he's just pushing the advantage as much as he possibly can. At this point, if he can get a press the attack proc off onto ADD, then he just wins the trade regardless, just because he has the lifesteal as well.
Oh no, Ning is unrelenting. Get out of my jungle!
Is this a Ning game? I'm saying this is a Ning game.
I'm saying this is a Ning game.
Yeah.
You know? That looks like a Ning game. That looks like Ning top with... Oh, get the ward, Ning. Yep, there you go. I mean, even in the 2v2, you do not mess with this Olaf.
No, of course not. And just the threat alone means that Meteor has to expend so much. Effectively, Meteor's game in this game number 2 of the series is the fact that he just has to match Ning and he has to try and disengage every single scenario. Actually worked out around the Dragon Pit, but now watch top lane.
I mean, they've both been spotted out. They know it's a 2v2, but who comes in to influence the rookies here? Kuro doesn't have TP,
no.
and it's double Ning, double the fun. As here comes the Pop Blossom, blind flash, 80 in half health. They turn on the Trundle first, and that's not what you want, BLG. TheShy does it again, and Invictus Gaming are 5-0.
Abusing the fact that Kuro had to go back, knew that mid lane wasn't going to join them. Rookie immediately walks towards the top side, even as TP to join back into his own lane. Man, this is an IG game, and this is what they can do when they are absolutely dominant hysterics.
And I say it time and time again, it's hilarious how Invictus Gaming can go from that travesty in Game 1 to now this power play of a Game 2.
Yeah, but still, it's very early days. 5-kill lead.
Well, that's the Glacial Prison down in the bottom lane. Sorry, the Fisher rather, as the heal comes through from XinMo. He's got the grey health available, but that's a lot burnt as IG once again try to pressure, hitting their level 6 on the BF Sword and Kai'Sa.
Already getting very close to the 3k gold mark is the point where BLG need to start sweating. However, the bottom lane is still going very strong for them, actually pushing into IG's bottom lane, actually getting turret plates. If ever there were a place to play through, BLG need to focus around the bottom side now.
But Jinjiao and XinMo have set themselves up to be pretty big down here. Sorry, you're right. Sheen's picked up and the poke damage is coming through with, look, the bottom lane from IG, they're backing away. They know how dangerous it is. While TheShy keeps doing this, and ADD with culling, he's going to die. He's burning, but he lives. Meanwhile, turret plating, even the Cannon Barrage used to try and explode it.
Yeah, nice. You managed to get all of the minions, but still, that was one tick off.
But Ning's nearby. Look at this. ADD spots him, disappears. First turret picked up by BLG in the bottom lane, but Ning taking top side control, and TheShy Game 1 versus Game 2 is all I'm going to remember.
One word, hysterics. Ridiculous. This is a ridiculous early game from IG. Ning applying so much pressure on the top side. Funnily enough, throughout all of that action, BLG actually managed to get first turret onto the bottom side, just because that's how dominant their bottom lane is. Jinjiao can go forward with impunity, actually E forward whenever he lands a W onto JakeyLove, because he knows if there's ever a turn back, XinMo can always eat it.
But if TheShy is there, you do not. If TheShy is there, you run. If Ning is there, you run. And at this point, top versus bot seems to be the fair call, as Rookie and Kuro, their matchup is stabilized. He's now walking back to the mid lane. He hasn't actually been able to get that much turret plating.
Yeah.
So Rookie's been focused on roaming and helping more towards the top side. We're now heading mid, where we've got 2 minutes left for turret plating.
Yeah, and the most important thing is that even though BLG's bottom lane has won, they didn't get any kills, so the gold is still very unevenly distributed to IG.
Undertows there. IG looking for their interest in XinMo.
What you looking at, boy?
Well, 2 minutes. 2 minutes until turret plating goes down. IG hovering around the mid lane. The cone's going to come up once again. Balan is taking a beating. A lot of poke here on the side of BLG through the Ezreal. And one that they don't want to see, but no! ADD finds him again. He's like, I was just rotating! No. Leave me alone! Absolute bully as Jinjiao is getting bullied as well. XinMo torn up by IG as the Glacial Fisher locks onto Meteor. The true shot barrage. Into the wall it goes.
I'm speechless. That is just TheShy asking Ning, can I have a game in game number 2? And Ning says, here it is on a silver platter. Take a look at that. ADD being taken down 0-4 gangplank. This is TheShy popping off.
He's almost onto his second item. He's got a Blade of the Ruin King and turret plating's up for another minute. Someone needs to stop him.
But he is so unstoppable right now. Who do you actually commit in order to fight him? Jinjiao can surely poke, but even with the lifesteal available, it's not going to stick onto TheShy.
And Infernal Dragon as well to boot. Ning's going to secure this one. Double Infernal this game. 7-0. And although BLG got the first turret, it does not feel like it with a 3k gold lead and more turret plating for TheShy.
And usually when we take a look at the 3k gold lead, we say 20 minutes, 3k gold lead, that's really great. But it's not even 14 minutes, Hysterics. They can force the issue wherever they want to. IG have so many tools to do it as well. Rookie's ultimate is so great for
Don't go to a replay. TheShy's in a brush with ADT.
Oh, no. But instead, Pop Blossom,
nice.
Jinjiao, flashes over the wall to actually save his own life, but
look,
after that...
What did I say? Oh, he spotted out. Relentless Pursuit. Culling, go live! Go live! ADD's at half health again. TheShy is actually the best gunslinger in the world.
He just wants some fun, man. Just wants his chickens.
This is incredible. Like, I haven't seen Wanted, but I assume it's something like this.
Wanted.
The movie with Angelina, they curve some bullets, Breacher.
He didn't curve any bullets. That's straight in the face of ADD.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what movie have you got in mind? I've seen Die Hard.
Yeah?
Yeah, the first one with Alan Rickman.
It's a great Christmas movie.
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't know if that's just an Australian thing or a worldwide thing, but every Christmas in Australia, they play Die Hard.
Because it's set around Christmas, obviously.
Well, that's our culture. Yeah. I feel like it's more cultural thing, right? We can be heroes if we want to. That's what it says about culture. Is Ning, not really Ning, that's Rookie. Position around, could pick off on the Kuro. He has to cleanse. And Valkyrie out of there. BLG just, they can't do anything right at the moment.
And it doesn't matter how little vision pressure IG actually have without throughout all of their games, because right now you can't walk in if you are BLG. There is no correct place to walk, even inside of your own jungle. Take a look at topside. Because that turret is now taken for IG, it means that BLG have to sack their entire top side of the jungle.
A game where, you know, you say, okay, sometimes sacking your jungle's fine, right? But the way IG's played this, it's like, no, you're losing so damn much. As double Ning play again, let's go. It's bro-laugh together again.
And they don't even care.
Oh, Meteor's coming in. He wants to get the cone. He has to flash in the end. He didn't see the Nico. He only saw the Rift Herald, and now the charge begins.
That could have been a good bait, but it's even better when it's summoned. Look, this is an unrelenting push, Hysterics. It's not just going to be one time.
Can they find more? The pop's going to come through. Meteor gets half health, and the Rift Herald gets burnt down. They don't get the turret. IG, without TheShy there, they actually don't have that much damage.
Yeah, but instead they buy a lot of time for TheShy on the bottom side. It's completely uncontested. ADD can't even go down there. Look at him. He's running.
He's like, do I really need to be here?
Is this the correct choice?
Level 9 versus level 11. BF sword on TheShy. Look at this. Yeah, you want a barrel? Double shot. 1 shot. 2 shot. 3 shot. 4 shot. Okay.
What am I doing with my life here?
Leave. Meteor, don't go that way. Here comes IG to slow down the flash. Great tangle bar. Pop Blossom culling. He'll go golden, and that means TheShy won't be able to do the damage, but they follow up anyway. ADD has to flash away. The undertow doesn't connect, but the jungler dies. IG are unstoppable themselves.
Just went under the turret with the Ragnarok as well to reduce his armor, but who cares? It's Ning, and it is a Ning game. 204 still hasn't died.
You know what? ADD this game is a support cast. He's not Jack Sparrow. He's not Will Turner. He's not Barbosa. You know what he is? He's the 2 pirates whose names you don't know until like the 4th or 5th movie or whatever they're called.
But at least they're funny. This is just sad to watch ADD lane against TheShy. Right now, he's actually pirate number 4 accessory.
Yeah, the guy that dies gets snapped by like Captain Norrington or something, right?
Unlucky.
Yeah, that's not good. So this has just been an exceptional show of skill from IG, and you go, where was this in game 1, right? What happened? Well, TheShy playing through the lanes, setting yourself up with winning matchups. That's what IG we come to know and love as. We'll take a quick look at how Meteor died in the end of this one, and 80 almost died.
Once again, a great Nico play. Just gets the root down and immediately channels the ultimate. Yeah, he goes golden, so he denies a lot of the damage coming out, but it was just the unrelenting push. And even with Ning tanking the turret, I mean, do something with your dive, do something with your gold. He did something.
He did something, you're right. He definitely
I mean, compared to game number 1.
Yes,
right?
yes. No, I agree. He's got a Black Cleaver now as well. We've also got an Essence Reaver for TheShy. 2 items for the big hard carries at the moment, and this early game hasn't stopped with a 60 CS lead and IG now bringing him to the mid lane to siege this outer turret.
And in all honesty, Asterix, we can take a step back and actually take a look at the draft. This is an excellent pickup into the gangplank. The Lucian passive means that he can take down barrels faster than GP can. It is a complete hard counter.
You're right. It's really good. I mean, at this point, everything looks good for the Lucian in that top lane. He's gone back to match ADD while IG want to get their second Infernal. Yep,
they've already got a little vision down. Don't quite know what's over the wall, and there is a control ward for BLG.
I love how they're toggling vision. I'm also looking towards the top side because TheShy is pushing out the wave. ADD is walking down. It's not really happening, but at the moment, IG contesting, and they've used the package out of Kuro. That's a big cooldown.
I think that IG are getting bamboozled here.
Wow, really good tag. JakeyLove has the ultimate though. Meteor is at half health. TheShy's now joined the fight, and he finally gets his first barrel onto the Lucian, and it does nothing.
Yeah, just absorbed by his overshield. So, yeah. Once again, still just TheShy being a front line, even though he's on the Lucian. They have complete control over the Baron. The Dragon.
He's moved into the river. That's going to be the culling coming out once again. Blocked away by XinMo. Kuro's walked out pretty far in the river, but the Dragon secured. That's all they needed, with another mountain coming up shortly.
Double Infernal for IG while they're 8-0. More or less of a guaranteed game, I'm going to call this one, Hysterics, although IG do have a tendency to go a little bit too gung-ho around the Baron as soon as it spawns.
They do, but at this point, with the way IG's been playing Game 2, you don't expect it. You expect a cleaner form of IG, one that we expect to be in playoffs. This is a team that we can look and highlight as they approach the mid lane turret after Gangplank ultis you to good fruition. TheShy at half health.
Yeah, Baolan's also extremely low, so this is not looking good for the Ning.
Yeah, Ning's going to be able to dodge away though. Jinjiao gets low himself, so unable to find the pick as quite. Still a 5k gold lead here at 20 minutes.
Yeah, and that's the real downside of BLG's team composition. Got a lot of damage, got a lot of safety as well, but where is the CC coming out? Nobody's got any stuns on this side. I think the only person is XinMo, and he needs to take a while in order to stack that up. Meteor's best CC is a cone, which still allows the side of IG to hit back against him, so it is not looking great. I mean, usually when we take a look at a team that is so massively down, we say, get some vision down and then get some picks on the enemy team, but you don't even have any tools for picks in this instance.
But although it's 8-0, and although we're really selling the story of IG here, I also want to mention that, you know, we get to late game, we have a Corki, we have a Gangplank here, and while IG is so far ahead that they're not going to let it get to that point, it seems, if it does, BLG have their way back into this game with 3-4 item Gangplank that I think we need at least 20 minutes to see that we need, you know, another 15 for the Corki to hit that Infinity Edge plus rapid fire cannon, so that's what you wait for BLG. Either that or a Miracle Baron still that puts them into fruition here at 20 to 25 minutes.
Yep, that is fair enough. But once again, I will revert back to the fact that there's just so much...
Stop again. Culling doesn't matter. TheShy, is he going to die? No.
Wow.
Oh, God, he's 6-0-1.
Usually you hate seeing ADCs in the top lane, but man, TheShy makes it look flawless.
No, we love seeing it. ADD hates seeing it. He's like, this is going to be my Gangplank game. I had a great game 1. Those are the words he's not using this game as he falls to 0-5, and IG lead 9-0 here in this game. Okay, yep. Yeah, okay, that's the one mistake.
He didn't need it.
Did it on purpose, apparently. That was stopwatch, not Zhonya, so that hurts.
Treat yourself.
They still want this mid lane turret, though, and they found ADD, and stopwatch mistake aside, IG are pinpointed, ready to push in.
Nice shield from Baolan as well to protect the rest of his minion wave. This is going to be very slowly chipped down, and a war of attrition definitely goes towards IG.
Still able to defend, though. The fact that BLG have held off this turret push for so long is incredible, as Ning has the ultimate, rookie available. I don't know why Nico's getting me so much these days.
But check that out. Jinjiao just got taken down. He can't step forward. He can only Q. This is going to be a free turret.
Cannon Barrage is going to be coming through. You're right. The turret does go down as Ning is in for the flank. Undertow will connect, but no follow-up here. IG breaking that down. That means Baron vision is more likely. They're able to push in. This is what they've wanted all along.
Yeah, great for IG because they can now get the inside track onto the Baron, just stand into any random brush and get a death brush onto them.
Oh, they're walking in, but do they know who's there? Look at the flanking, the Glacial Fisher, the Pop Blossom. IG make it work. Kuro flashes out, and although ADD does a bit of damage, can they find the fight?
XinMo taking down Meteor's the next target.
This is not who you want. Culling's going to come through. He's pushing them away. Doesn't do enough damage for the True Shot Barrage to angle down. Balan dodges away while Ning, or rather Rookie, clones again.
They desperately needed some vision onto the Baron, but now they still have no idea, and with their primary watered down, they can easily go that way. However, this could just be another death brush.
It's so damn blind. The Shy going to walk through. He doesn't care. All he needs to do is clear the wave, take the CS himself. And BLG now having 5 members back on Summoner's Rift, grasping at straws.
Yeah, and they just keep on moving forward without that vision because they need to establish it, immediately taken down by IG every single time. Take a look at the cooldowns of very important ultimates. I mean, JakeyLove's is still very far off, but Rookie's pretty much got his in the basket. So this is going to be really great for IG if BLG once again try to contest the vision.
It's 23 minutes in, that Baron, before BLG were unable to push up to get anywhere near it. They want to drop a ward in the Pixel Brush, but camera, some reason, zooms in. It's like, Meteor, what are you up to?
Look at that PvE.
I mean, of course, it's Predator Trundle. You're not going to see anything like Warriors or press the attack as we normally see. It's Cinderhog, it's full tank, it's engage, it's about the pillar. And what Meteor can actually take from someone like TheShy is we're heading towards this top side, package away. He saw another member, he's like, nope, I'm out.
Yep, and look, it is very reductionist to say this team didn't draft any CC, so it's going to be very difficult for them to execute. But the reality is, BLG cannot lock down IG.
Ooh, another Culling comes out once again. Action kind of stopped for the second, but the Shy action move might be caught out. Relentless Blue bashes away from the pillar. Going to be locked down with True Shot Price. Gets him to half. He comes back in. His first mistake of the game. BLG slap him on the back.
Take a look at that. Ballad's laughing at him. I'm pretty sure the whole team is laughing at TheShy moving forward. But this is actually really deadly because now BLG have control over the next mountain track.
And they've already got one. That's right. The double mountain could really bring them back into this game. IG with a man down with 30 seconds on TheShy have to hold this off for long.
Yeah, but BLG's not actually starting it. They want to get the vision down so that it's secure, but in the meantime, they haven't actually got any damage. Now that they have TheShy, their primary carry is not there.
Props to the person who said that was the wrong direction for E. I completely agree. That was not the way you want to go with a 3-item Lucian, and they pay dearly for it. They lose second mountain over to BLG, and Invictus Gaming, remember, they're only 4,000 gold ahead with a composition that arguably isn't going to be as heavy scaling as BLG, but now want to force the Baron.
Yeah, already. Look at this. It is such desperation to use Ezreal ultimate off cooldown to scout out for the Baron, but immediately once they do, start it.
Cannon Barrage going to come down as well. Teleport in from the back end. Look at that from BLG. Pop Blossom coming through. Jinjiao finds Rocky as the Baron goes down. But ADD with the flank might actually be useful this game. Never mind that as TheShy wants to take him down. Who's still alive? Ning trying to run away. JakeyLove hasn't been spotted. He flashes into the back end. JakeyLove repositioned. And BLG are taking some damage, but Jinjiao does it himself. It's a messy fight. One where IG looks to lose it all. Ning will go golden, but Kuro targets him, and a triple kill and ace over to BLG.
So well played by BLG, completely nullifies the Baron buff. Nobody has it alive on IG, and they get the gold, but they do not get the crucial pushing tool. Take a look at IG's composition. Such great early game, such great 5v5, but really lackluster in terms of the siege, and now they don't have that tool.
They're going to break the mid lane turret. BLG back in this game just off the ace. I mean, the Baron, big call from IG. One that again has slapped them in the face.
Yeah, so Rookie is actually holding them off, but take a look at the focus, especially from Jinjiao. We were talking about how far ahead he was, and he is a sniper inside of this fight, always being safe. Check out JakeyLove's positioning. In the pit, not hitting anybody. Sure, TheShy is putting down damage. Where's your ADC? Eventually comes into assassin ADD, and it's a great ultimate in all honesty, but it's not enough to bring the team fight back.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, okay, where's he going to come in? Then he decided on his mark, and one by one they fall like dominoes. One by one they feed themselves to the Ezreal and to the Corki. Triple kill here in BLG. A game of inches now created.
Hysterics.
What is
5 kills onto Jinjiao.
Yes.
That is ridiculous. That is bonkers.
I mean, he's got 4 items. Ezreal's hit 4 items. And I don't want to say it, but IG, after what was a stellar early game, have really just mucked up, have actually just gone to the rubbish bin and said, look, it looks okay in there, let's try it out.
Ooh. The frontline buster build as well. He can bust down Baolan as well as Ning, and then everybody else is going to fall to his wayside. So Jinjiao is going to be, once again, funnily enough, just like game number 1, Mr. President in this game.
Yeah, I know you like the Mr. President energy. Look at that. IG needs some Harbin right now. If anyone from the Chinese side is listening, go and give them some Harbin to cool down, chill out. Because although, yes, they still have the lead in this game, it has very quickly come back to BLG, only 2,000 gold down.
Yeah, that is really the worrying point. The fact that this is the same lead that IG had at about 10 minutes into the game, now replicated at 28.
That's a lot of damage.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, as you should be. 4-item Ezreal. Sorry, Preacher, what were you saying?
No, that's pretty much it. Just the fact that the gold's been nullified, but now IG's pushing.
Thomas Kent joins the fight. BLG have 3 members now, and IG want to siege this one down. Remember, it's still about the Kaiser here and the Lucian as Cannon Barrage comes down, perfectly angled. Baolan between a parking ticket, a fine, and a cone. That's BLG with another big pick.
Check out the ruthless aggression from Jinjiao. Both of his E's were actually moving forward towards IG, and he must be striking fear into the hearts of the enemies. What are we looking at in the bottom corner?
I mean, we're looking at ADD because he head to the top side. He got the turret. He's looking for the pushes. Ning coming through. That's going to be a big rookie hold, excuse me. He finds 2 with the lockdown. Half health, Culling to come through. IG's trying to outplay this fight, but Jinjiao deletes him alongside Kuro. Rookie and TheShy are left alone, but they're just going in to die.
This is ridiculous. I can't believe that IG are actually allowing BLG to trade evenly. When you get such a lead, everything is just extra gold.
Hang on. Can TheShy do anything? The answer, no. But you're right. They look for the big play. The problem is BLG have hit those 3-4 items. BLG have hit those strides in their builds, which allow them to survive, and IG are doing less and less damage.
IG, back to basics. You've got the engage with Rookie, get some good vision down, get a good flank on that Nico as well. You're sure to find success. You've got all the damage in the world to back yourself up.
He has no. He talking about Nico?
Yes, I'm talking about Rookie. Rookie
but that was such a good ult. He did not find success, Preacher.
That's my point. You need to go off onto the side because if you're just playing tit for tat and even trades, Jinjiao's going to poke you out every time.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm with you now. Banshee's Veil as well for the Nico.
Yes.
3 items. As IG, the Nico's there again behind the wall. TheShy trying to bait in as BLG want to look for this dragon.
Once again, you got to keep your eyes onto the work that Jinjiao and Kuro are doing. Their poke is strong, and that is where they should be playing for. However, they just need to watch out for Rookie's hard engage.
Oh, looking for the Tangle Barb, doesn't connect, sends out the Icy Hose once again. BLG is a 4-man stack here with Kuro, who has the package, a true shot barrage. The culling comes out. This immediately wants to be a fight for Invictus Gaming, but TheShy hits the dragon. He wants the dragon to get involved. Let's go. It's 5 versus 5 versus 1.
So far, the one loses.
Yeah, the
IG,
one definitely loses.
Yep, IG get the better of it. BLG don't actually want to contest just because they're still double Infernal. So you got to keep that at the front of your mind. 3k gold discrepancy, still double Infernal. However, they have the inside track.
They get tagged by Barrel on their way out. BLG move to the mid lane, have the inner track. IG can't rotate. More gold back over to BLG. And Baron is 20 seconds until it spawns.
Finally, a little bit of advantage for BLG. They can start setting up wards. I'm quite disappointed that on their way back from taking out mid lane, they didn't actually drop any into the top side of the brush. Could have potentially used this as one of the ways to pick off one of the members of IG, but they don't get that.
Still a war for vision here as Infinity Edge picked up here for the Lucian. What is ADD at? Well, he's got 2 items. And the fact that ADD is even playing League of Legends right now is good.
Yeah.
You know, he'd be like, that's the game in solo queue where you go 1-10 or 1-11. Your team argues at you. You just get in the zone, you shut up and you play. And then you come back and you're like, I'm gangplank.
Slash mute all, look at your Ezreal, 6-0, you don't even type /FF, and now you are so well into the game.
All right, let's see what Barbosa can do as we go for the fight and we look towards this Rider. Upgraded him, by the way. True Shot Barrage used by BLG. Jinjiao using as a scouting tool as the pick off here on Meteor. IG just trying to find something.
However, BLG are now once again in the pushing side. How did this happen? BLG just took down mid lane turret, and now they are fighting for vision that IG has set up once more. This does not look like a typical BLG game.
I mean, IG still have the positioning over Baron right now, playing through the Shy. 4 items of the Lucian, I reiterate, because BLG will be looking to take him down as one of the first.
Yeah, but however, they'll always be fighting over the wards. So watch for one of the wards to be the instigator of these fights. Rookie specifically will always keep his eyes on how far forward BLG's members walk.
Shy dashing forward is scary. Barrels at the ready again. The fight around mid lane. Ning gonna get spotted. Excuse me, Rookie. I've done it so many times this game. BLG pushing the Shy, actually, the heals there. Cannon Barrage, big cannonball coming down the true shot barrage over Baolan. The Shy flashes. I'm not sure how he got caught out, but BLG just ran it through mid.
And that is how BLG win. They need to poke out. They got the poke down. Take a look at that back. They should be forcing the issue.
There's no vision around here as well. If they see IG backing away, they'll go straight for Baron or the inhib. Which is it?
They decide to go for the safe one, of course. Get your vision down and just loop back towards the Baron. You've got the inside track. There's no blast plant, so Ning can't go over. Only with the flash, so he has to give up his life.
But they don't know that 2 members backed away from Baron. That's why they're not starting it. They're backing away themselves. BLG can play this as patient as you'd like. We've gone to 33 minutes. What's another 10 minutes with the Gangplank, Corki, and Ezreal?
However, look at this. Oh no, BLG, you shouldn't have backed.
Quick move, that's right. Their back timings were odd, but remember, BLG still have the momentum to get there. Everyone returns, and ADD set up in front of the pit.
Jinjiao's poking now.
Good barrel chain, 2k on the Baron though. Will again take it. BLG looking to get in the pit, but the Glacial Fissure from Baolan was so good. IG have the Baron, they're looking to get out. The true shot barrage flashed away from JakeyLove. Meteor comes in, pop them down, on the 2, 3 with the tangle bars, but Rookie dies anyway. Jinjiao over the wall. BLG have this fight. JakeyLove ults into the back line, trying to find something, and they do get something. The Shy lives through it, slashes and dashes with his guns at the ready. He looks for more, but he's done enough damage.
And he's already taken down enough members, as if the Baron wasn't enough for IG, when all look lost, especially because Jinjiao was doing so much damage into IG. The return engaged. The Shy dashing forward instead of backwards. You can imagine that on the Chinese stream, everybody is typing 6s because that was just a pop-off play.
Because you can imagine that you look at the BLG comp and you say, right, IG are going to lose this. They're getting outscaled. But at the end of the day, when you have a 5-item Lucian, he does this. Baolan's ult there was MVP.
Yeah, but this looks so good for BLG. Take a look. They move forward. Jinjiao's ultimate and also his Qs look amazing. But then the return engage from Rookie, we're wondering, where's the damage? Where's it going to come out? The Shy moving backwards eventually commits to attacking forward. BLG push way too hard. JakeyLove is on the other side because, of course, he's a frontline ADC, and he just enables the rest of his team.
Yeah, a couple of quick shots there, Preacher. That's all it was. 5.5k damage. That seems pretty right. And in comparison to the other top laner, yes, he's doing so much more. ADD's still not at that mark of items. So this is how IG can try and close this game out. They've got the Baron. Elder's up in 10.
This is raw IG. Even JakeyLove has reverted to his primal tendencies, going forward instead of backwards as an ADC. But man, it was so close on a wire and it just happened to work out.
The Shy in position once again. BLG through the river. Invictus Gaming now grouping up, ready to contest. But BLG have the positional advantage over the Elder Dragon.
And now, the IG are desperately looking. A Rookie does have ulti.
So look at Ning on the side, or rather Rookie, excuse me, you're right. He's going to get the slowdown, reveal himself. Elder Dragon at 5-minute reset, a little bit of flash in from Ning. He charges first, Baolan, shield at the ready. The Shy now joins the fight, but Kuro hits hard as well. He jumps in, he half health the Corki. Gulling's going to come out, rat-a-tat-tat. As the Shy still there frontlining.
So much zoning, so much damage from the Shy.
And the main important thing is that the Dragon resets. The True Shot Barrage half health him, but he has to stay.
Woo. And the fact that the Dragon reset is going to be so punishing for BLG. They lost out on so much poke.
Now IG still have the Ocean Dragon for what it's worth. The Tangle Barbs go through and hit Meteor, but Dragon resets a third time. That's fine for IG.
It is so good for IG. Look at the damage and the health bars of BLG.
The Shy looking for a flake this time around. They've pulled Elder around. They still want to take it. Meteor, the ult goes down. Glacial Fissure. The jungler's dead. The jungler is dead. And IG pop the ult. They have the Elder. ADD looking to carry this game back forward, but they have the numbers advantage. They've only lost Baolan, so they will not take the fight further. They'll take the Elder.
And they'll go into the mid lane as well. Better rotations means that they can get this, as well as the Elder Drake on all of their bodies. It pretty much means that they've got the better team fights along with the double Infernal, now Quadra Infernal for this duration.
They should be able to take the Inhibitor turret at the very least. Inhibitor looks like a bit too much to ask for at this point. You took Baron, you set yourself up for double Elder to contest with the scaling of BLG. That's all IG need is. It's going to be Rookie looking for Jinjiao.
Yeah, this is ridiculous, and even though IG should be backing out and setting up their lanes properly, they just go ruthlessly aggressive because, of course, it's an IG-style game. It could potentially cost them, but they are pushing into the base.
The BLG have to be careful of this Lucian with double Infernal, Elder, and the Ocean to boot. Now, full items, 10-2-2. This has been a TheShy game where he's Flame Horizon'd ADD. He's moved to that point, and I'm just waiting for the boots to get sold for the Zeal item. That's when you know.
Of course. Let's check in with the power spikes. Of course, it's going to be full build in top lane, but for JakeyLove as well, he's got to the point where this Kai'Sa is as about effective as she could be in these team fights. So while they still have the Elder buff, it was just going to be used as a denial away from BLG, and they're going to be happy that they can sit on it.
Can't believe we got IG back in with a gold lead. 8,000 in this game, or a little bit under actually. BLG right now, they're wondering what can we do? Well, they have to contest with the next Elder, the next Baron. They will get towards the scaling element, especially with the AP Ezreal with Rabadon's death cap. But if IG find one more fight, they can end this game before BLG even have a chance back in.
Yeah, but the fundamentals are still there. If Jinjiao can get the poke down, then it's going to be tilted towards BLG. If there's a full engage with Rookie on the side, it's going to be for IG. There's a flash and ulti available for Rookie.
True Shot Barrage important though. Does a bit of damage to TheShy, but doesn't hit the core members.
It is so low on cooldown right now. Combined between all of his CDR and his Qs, he's going to have it up in no time.
Well, Rookie moving around the side, now disguised as Ning, and they're looking for the top lane turret. JakeyLove between, look at where TheShy is. He's pushing towards mid, where BLG have to respond.
But now Elder buff is down, and they're looking for TheShy.
Only just. He escapes with an inch of his life. That's the Abyssal Void from XinMo. They lose the turret because of it.
Yeah, they move away from top lane. IG collapse onto top lane. TheShy can always dash out. Still had flash for safety as well.
Oh, and he's found a mark. Culling comes through. We snap to reality, and there goes gravity. The gravity of the pop blossom. ADD gonna experience the same hardship he's had all game, and IG might be able to take us to a game 3.
Rookie with the ridiculous re-engage. Everybody on IG survives. This is just formalities from now on because they have got the members to finish.
Teleport back in the base. IG are not done. ADD wants to make the last stand, and Kuro with package can't even pick it up because TheShy is so damn big. We're going to a game 3 once again with Invictus Gaming.
We looked at it in the mid-game and we said BLG have such a good avenue to get back into the game. If they can get the poke down, if IG are a bit too tentative with their engages, then it could swing towards BLG. But that is not the way that IG play. Every single time, pulling the trigger, TheShy being bait, Rookie coming in afterwards, it was beautiful to watch.
What a heavy mid-game to bring BLG back in. Only for Invictus Gaming to find that miracle fight once again for TheShy to carry the heck out of that game. 51k damage. MVP right there.
I mean, I'm going to say in the early game, he definitely dominated that lane without question as well. Ning definitely helped on the top side, and you have to say, was it a Ning game or not? It was a Ning game. However, that last game was all carried by Rookie and the fact that his Pop Blossom stopped all of the key members from BLG.
That's true. I can't believe 80 didn't even get to play that game, let's be honest.
It's a complete role reversal again, number one.
He did 22k damage. That's impressive considering that
he was put in a dumpster from the get-go.
He was 0-6, 0-8. I don't even know, but it was not a great
Standard
time.
bully strategy. Pick up the little guy, put him in a bin. That's what happened to ADD.
51k.
Yeah.
Holy moly. 40 minutes. 6-item Lucian. Welcome to TheShy on a good day. Welcome to IG. The performance we expected.
It was. And in all honesty, that was a great counter pickup. You see the Lucian with the double shots into the Gangplank barrels. Pretty much couldn't get a single barrel down the whole game. Got one good barrel. We saw it and we called it out. But it's sad that we can call it out. Yeah.
There's one. TheShy bullied him. Ning was up there a lot of the game as well. And it just came down to the point where Invictus Gaming played off the momentum of the early game. We got to mid-game. BLG picked some good fights themselves.
There was a risky Baron call because, of course, IG picked it up, but they lost all 5 members to it, and all 5 members went over to Jinjiao. We were looking at that full build Ezreal. We were like, land a couple more of those Qs, you might actually win these fights. But it is not in IG's wheelhouse to ever back down from a fight. They pulled the trigger immediately.
No, it was the following fight around Elder Dragon, the ability to pick it up and the Shy to run free. Also, around the second Baron in the top side that we saw the Shy clean up, and that was the start of the team fight, Shy.
And they kind of knew who was the more important AD, the full build one or the one that had a little bit of tank on the ultimate as well.
Yeah.
JakeyLove was frontlining in that
JakeyLove was
fight.
like, I'm not really important, I'm a tank this game.
I mean, he knew his role, and ultimately his team won, right?
He still did damage,
of
but
course.
Not as much as the Shy. So that's when you know your role is getting overtaken by a top laner. It feels bad, but it feels good at the same time. Mixed emotions for JakeyLove.
Yeah, it feels good because he had such a dominant game. And yeah, once again, eyes back onto what sort of game that was. It was an IG game because they still had the Nico, so the core engage was still there. They didn't have any questions for that. And another part of it is also the fact that the Shy was so ahead, and Ning did not have a bad early game. It all fell into place for
Ning
IG.
had a good game. Ultimately, there was some questionable flashes and engages, but Ning had a much better game. I just don't know about Ning. It's so confusing.
Live or die by him? They lived.
Yeah, they lived, and the Shy definitely lived. Right, and then you came in, you're like, oh, well, Rookie's done pretty well.
Grouping as well. Usually you don't see Lucians have that much of effect in team fights. It's really just this, fighting in the side lanes and also the split pushing. But man, he made a huge impact. I mean, his ultimates for the poke as well. You sort of saw that Jinjiao was like, great, I'm actually being outpoked by a Lucian ultimate. It's not working.
What IG are we going to get in Game 3, though? That's my biggest question. It's all I care about now. Because if we get good IG, we get a great Game 3, which we'll have to wait for right after this.